Pisces, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thank you for popping in. This is a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising from March 1st to March 8th. Gonna see what March has to offer for Pisces. If this, sorry, friendly reminder to take what resonates, leave behind what does not. If this does not resonate, be sure to check your other placements, for there may be messages for you there. If nothing resonates whatsoever, leave the message behind. It is not for you at this time. This is a general reading for Pisces, Sun, and Rising. Gonna see what we have to offer. We are starting off with the Queen of Wisdom for the overall energy of the reading. She is in the reversed position. For current situation, we have the Five of Charisma in the upright position. For your challenges, you have opportunities and obstacles. That is the Five of Strength in the reverse position. We have the Nine of Charisma in the reverse position for the foundation of the question or the situation, what you should be focusing on. We have the King of Charisma in the past position. We have the Six of Strength in the possibilities involved or what you might be hoping for. We have the Hanged Man in the near future. He is in the upright position. We have the Seven of Wisdom for you and the energy you bring to this reading in the reverse position. We have the Ten of Strength in the upright position. That is your external or environmental influence. That could also be your subconscious. We have the Seven of Strength in the reverse position. That is your hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. That is our advice card for this reading. And then we are ending with Leo for your potential outcome in the upright position, the Strength card. All right, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling here. The Queen of Wisdom. Queen of Wisdom. Our Poison Ivy character here. Wonderful. Going into the depth of compassion and quieting the critical mind to create an emotional stability. She is in the reverse position, so Pisces, that is something that we struggle with. We are struggling with going into the depth of compassion and quieting our critical mind to create emotional stability. We are constantly wondering about the what ifs. We are constantly wondering about what we do wrong. We are constantly blaming ourselves, shifting the shame, shifting blame, kind of just stuck in this energy of like, well, if I do things differently, or what's wrong with me, or blah, blah, blah. It's negative self-talk. It's negative critiquing. It's a self-loathing. Even though you're trying to work out these problems, you have to be able to quiet that negativity and be able to look at things objectively. It is absolutely great to fix things that need to be fixing, removing toxic traits about yourself and fixing those things so that they don't repeat. But a lot of the time we shift the blame into ourselves when that is not what's going on here. But we just want to create an emotional stability, a place of understanding, okay? So our current situation here is the Five of Charisma. This is in the upright position, so finding out how to move out of a lack mentality and enjoy the abundance in whatever form showing up in our life. So Pisces, that is in the upright. You are learning to be able to remove yourself from that lack mentality. If you are coming from a place of lack, that is what you manifest into your life. So, wanting, needing, being jealous, being envious, wondering why nothing happens for you. Just enjoy the abundance that is being gifted to you. Be grateful for every little thing that you get. If you are moving up the ladder at work, if you are receiving bonuses, are you receiving raises? Are you possibly looking at a raise? Are you in a relationship that is good and healthy? Do you have people that do wonderful things for you or make you happy? Just trying to be grateful to find these little things. Try to just list it off as fast as you possibly can when you're making a gratitude list. Because that gives your mind zero time to find something to argue about or to put something negative into thought. So you have this Five of Strength following that. That is your obstacles or opportunities. The Five of Strength. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking. They're barking at something. Okay. Five of Strength in the reverse position. So the Five of Strength is being focused totally on being in the moment to work together effectively and letting go of competition. So you are in the reverse position here, so it is a bit of an obstacle for you. You might feel like you're in competition of others. You just got to let that go. You know what? You are the best you can be. You are good enough. You deserve love. You deserve success. And be focused on living in the moment, being in the moment, and working together with your loved ones, with your friends, with your coworkers. You know, work harder, you know, put in the effort so that you can strengthen bonds, so that you can, you know, have more good brought into your life. 9 of Charisma is the foundation of the situation. The 9 of Charisma, it is our pirate wench. Pirate captain, not really a wench. She's a captain for sure. I just wanted to say wench. It is in the reverse position. So this is something that you should be focusing on. This is our capability to come out of survival mode and enjoy abundance and self-sufficiency that we do have. Appreciate the good. So you are struggling with that. So definitely make sure that you get this into the upright position. You are no longer in survival mode. You are no longer needing to just get by. Enjoy abundance, enjoy your self-sufficiency, enjoy the good in your life, in your everyday, even those small things, okay? So I feel like you're definitely in a situation here that you feel like you're not receiving, or that you don't have good things, or that you're struggling, okay? Just make sure that you are, this is pretty much just reminding you that you are receiving good things, that you do have good things in your life. Be a little more appreciative of them, okay? It is hard when you've been struggling for so long, especially if you are coming out of survival mode, to realize that you do have good things. But you want to make sure that you're grateful for them so that you do not lose them. The King of Charisma is your past position that is reaping the fruits of your endeavors, enjoying abundance while not getting lost in acquiring. So, you know, you have good things brought into your life in this past position here, and you are reaping the rewards, so to speak. Awesome, you got strength again. But you may be lost in acquiring. You may be stuck in wanting more and more and more, Pisces. So you may have pushed something out of your life. Clarifying the King of Charisma, we actually got Leo again, card number 8, the Strength card. We have the Moon card, that is Pisces energy, card number 18 in the upright position, and the 3 of Wands. Okay. Wands are fire energy. So let's go ahead and dive into that. Okay. So strength, courage, compassion, and perseverance. Okay. So like the Chariot, the Strength card encourages you to face obstacles head on. Unique to this card is a focus on inner strength, perseverance, and compassion. There's no heavy-handed forcing going on here. It's all about emotional and mental strength and the strength of your character. Let honor, self-discipline, and self-respect help manifest your vision. Thanks to the power of compassion, kindness, and conviction, you're already stronger than you may know. So I do feel like you may be getting the help you need, or focusing on the things that you need to change. You might be in therapy or thinking about getting into therapy. The Moon card is all about illusion, dreams, fear, anxiety, and instincts. So the Moon reminds you that all of your unprocessed trauma and complicated instincts are influencing you. Everything stewing in the subconscious comes forward with this card. While it's important to acknowledge and listen to fears and anxieties, don't let them overtake you. Explore these things to connect to yourself and nurture your intuition. Then work to let go of the past so you can move on without all of the baggage. Shake off those chains and run free, okay? So you have something in your past here that you are persevering over. You are doing the work to try and conquer this. But I do believe that it has put a blockage up in your manifestation. That's why there's a lack of gratitude and a lack of, you know, realizing that there's abundance into your life. This can happen when you've fallen kind of to rock bottom, or you feel like you've hit a low. Even when things are good, you kind of just focus on the negative. It's very difficult to get out of that train of thought. You do have the 3 of Wands, which is all about action, productivity, and strategy, and unfolding. So everything's gone right so far, and you're finally able to set things in motion. Your projects are no longer just ideas, but are actually becoming reality. All that good energy you've put out into the world is coming back to you. Building on the collaboration and partnership of the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands keeps your network moving in support of your vision as it comes to fruition. So perhaps you did have a little bit of a catalyst for change here as well, that has put forth the motion of you wanting to be a better person, or have a better situation. but we are still working on it. Possibilities involved is the Six of Strength, or what you might be hoping for. So the Six of Strength is this beautiful card here. Very different, very beautiful. Pulling in something here. Let's see. Enjoy the success, but don't get attached to it. What's your definition of success? Writing the highs and lows. Now, funnily enough, Capricorn gets this a lot because it is almost like, yes, absolutely enjoy the success, but don't get attached to it because you constantly set your expectations higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. You might not even realize that you do this. So like you're raising the bar. That's why I asked, what's your definition of success? Writing the highs and lows. So even if you hit something, a delay, a miscommunication, something doesn't go your way, how does it affect you? Does it destroy everything that you've been working towards? Does it destroy everything you've been working on? Do you beat yourself up over it? Because you raise that bar higher and higher and higher and higher, which is good for goal setting to a degree, right? We all want to, once we achieve a little baby step, we want to do the next part, right? But you have to be wary of that because when you're constantly raising that bar for success, when will it ever be enough? So that is something definitely that you might be hoping for. It's definitely a possibility involved here. You are struggling with seeing the good in everyday life. So I do feel like you get beat down very easily when things don't go your way. We are a very emotional sign. So we take things very personally. We take things to heart. We expect certain things to go our way or to have certain expectations in relationships and work. And, so we can get a little hung up on being, I don't want to say, I'm going to say it because it's just, common terminology. I'm not saying that you are, but we get hung up on feeling like a loser, feeling like we're not good enough, feeling like, we should have done things differently, or what if we had this, 10 years ago, blah, 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 blah. We get hung up on that attitude. For the near future, we have that Hangman, the Hanged Man. As I lose what I'm thinking about. Come on. There it is. Okay. So this is the near future. The necessity to look at something from a different perspective. That is why he is hanging upside down. He needed to stop and think about the bigger picture, right? So the Hangman is all about the new perspectives, letting go, pausing, and having trust. The Hangman is pause, letting what he knows go in order to embrace his new reality. This is exactly what this card suggests you to do too. Trust and embrace your new reality. The Hangman is all about putting things on hold to look at the world from a new point of view. Sometimes these pauses are taken to allow time to reevaluate a situation. Other times, however, the universe forces these pauses, stopping you to trust in the universe when this happens. Things will look different after you fall. Pay attention to this new perspective and surrender to it. Okay, so this is your near future here. Let's go ahead and clarify the Hanged Man for Pisces. Clarifying the Hanged Man for the Pisces. Just want to make sure we are fully shuffled before I do this. Come here, you. Clarify the Hanged Man for Pisces. Any more? Okay, thank you. We have the Six of Wands, fire energy, the 10 of Wands, fire energy again, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, fire energy yet again. So you may be dealing with a fire sign in your life, or you might have a lot of placements. So let's check this out here. Six of Wands is all about validation, harmony, victory, success, and recognition. So once you find this new perspective and you're starting to let go, you will start to feel a little more validated in your efforts. After you've come through the conflict of the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands arrives with a validating, harmonious moment of success. Perhaps you've emerged from the conflict more self-assured or more competent. Either way, Six of Wands says that all the struggle has paid off. Tough workplace competition might eventually lead to a promotion. You and your significant other may have been at odds, but you've made up and your relationship is stronger than ever because you both understand each other better now. Grad school was hard, but now you've graduated and you got your doctorate. Mount that diploma on the wall and receive the recognition you deserve. So even if there's something that has been bothering you about a situation, if you have a tough conversation, you will be better for it because conflict ends up getting resolved and there's a little bit more of a validation, a recognition. You do have the Ten of Wands following this. The Ten of Wands is all about persistence, burdens, endurance, and upcoming achievements. So definitely with your struggle here, you're almost at the finish line, so don't give up. Yes, you may be exhausted, and yes, you may be overwhelmed by the burden you're carrying, but you've made it this far. You can make it a bit further. This card can mean that you've signed up for way more work than you're able to handle, or maybe that others have placed too much expectations on you. Either way, while things may feel unbearable, you're almost where you need to be. This is the final stage, and all you need is one final burst of energy, creativity, and effort to achieve your goal. So here we have this pause, this brief, retreat, right? To look at the bigger picture and these expectations, to get that different perspective. And all of a sudden, we start to have these little conflicts, yes. And I do think it's interesting because that Six of Wands does follow the Five of Wands, which is all about adversity, transition, uncertainty, competition, and tension, which was spoken to over here in your situation here. You have to let go of competition. Once you do all of these things and you're getting these into the upright position, you start to see the success. You start to see that your burdens that you've been carrying, all of this hard work you've been enduring, is going to pay off. We do have the Knight of Wands in the reverse position here, so let's go ahead and check this out. Haste, scattered energy, and a frustration. So I do feel like this is the situation that you've been dealing with. It's more of a frustration because it's still not quite where you want it to be. So when reversed, the Knight of Wands indicates frustration, or alternatively a lack of focus. They show up reversed when a project isn't going well as well as expected. Perhaps you're frustrated by the lack of progress or stymied by roadblocks. Perhaps you're too scattered, working on too many different projects and therefore completing none of them. Tends to happen, right? A reverse Knight of Wands indicates that you should be more cautious in order to avoid mistakes. So you're going to have a lot of success here, but to be a little more cautious, to be a little more grounded, to focus on maybe one or two things at a time. Instead of jumping from here to here to here to here to here. You're doing a lot of self-work, which is amazing, but you have to set up goals and accomplish them before moving on to others. Right now, it kind of feels like you have a goal here and 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 a goal here, and it's scattered energy. So be wary of that because it is going to start paying off, but you might run into more hiccups if you don't start to alleviate some of those burdens from you, okay? Let's continue. We have you and your wonderful energy that you are bringing to the reading, the Seven of Wisdom in the reverse position. So the Seven of Wisdom speaks on our capacity to be discerning in our decisions and to choose a place of clarity and wisdom. You are in the reverse position, so you might be very active in using only your emotional side instead of logical. We kind of fly off the handle, so to speak. Not always. I'm not saying you're like a loose cannon, but I feel like you act out quite a bit when something doesn't go your way or when something really bothers you. Instead of kind of being like, okay, I need to approach this differently, you kind of let loose because you bottle and you bottle and you bottle, and then all of a sudden you explode. So just work on your capacity to discern in your decision making and to choose from a place of clarity and wisdom, not a place of how you're feeling that day. You woke up in a bad mood, so you're going to be, mean to everyone. Or, you woke up in a bad mood, so you're not going to put effort into your job. You got in a fight and you just let loose with your partner and you just decided to, say really hurtful things or do very hurtful things out of resentment, out of bitterness, out of how you're feeling. You probably are justified majority of the time. I'm not saying that you're not, but there's definitely a way to go about things when we want to clear up a conflict or, confront something, right? So it's just taking a step back and kind of take that deep breath and then, have a conversation. Do what you need to do, okay? Just think a little more logically versus emotionally. You want to find that balance. Okay. The 10 of Strength is all about your environmental or external influences. That is your subconscious. The 10 of Strength. 10 of Strength. 10 of Strength. Come on. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Making sure to speak up. Don't try to do it all. Delegate responsibility where you can and to express yourself. So I feel like you have definitely taken on quite a bit in a situation. I'm not sure if it's work related or relationship related, family related even, but there is a sense that you are trying to do everything by yourself. That's why you're overburdened with that 10 of Wands. So definitely try to delegate, share the load, express yourself, and express your needs so that they are being met. If they are not being met, that is when you have to start looking at something and going, okay, well, is this something I need in my life? Because at what point is enough, right? If somebody doesn't care about your needs ever, then you need to walk away. Whether that is to create a transformation or, whatever the case may be. That could also be work related as well. So 7 of Strength is our hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. This is our advice card. This is in the reverse position. It states dealing with the overwhelming, letting go of what causes stress. So perfectionism, desire, fear, and future tripping. We tend to overthink. This is something that we need to work on. We overthink a situation, we overanalyze a situation, we start to beat ourselves up, we're worried about stuff constantly, we're worried about our partner leaving, we're worried about being fired, we're worried about not making enough money. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go, let it flow, let the universe, come in, surrender to this, get that new perspective, and just let it go. Let it be. Just be happy. Just enjoy it while you can. Then we have Strength coming out. Leo again. Leo energy. Oh my goodness. This is our potential outcome. So your ability to move through fear to find the unshakable power within yourself. Okay? So your ability to move through fear to find the unshakable power within yourself. So going hand in hand with your hopes, fears, reminders, warnings, your advice is this wonderful, powerful card. Okay? Let's grab the typo deck. We're going to clarify Strength in your outcomes. So I do feel like you are going to rise above everything. You are going to rise above the situation at this time. You're going to realize what you need. And you're going to kind of put yourself first. You're going to prioritize what you are after. You are manifesting your goals. You are manifesting your dreams. You are manifesting what you want out of life. And you are going to persevere. Goodness gracious. Okay. There's just a lot of work to be done. We have the 6 of Cups. This one actually really irritates me. It's not the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Cups. Let me just show you. This is my typo deck, okay? This is the 6 of Cups. This is not the 6 of Cups, that is the 5 of Cups. But they did add a cup just for the typo. Now I don't remember if that was reversed or not. So your 6 of Cups is all about nostalgia and the past, right? Your 5 of Cups is disappointment and sorrow and grief and loss. But you're so blinded by the 3 cups overturned in front of you that you don't see the wonderful 2 of Cups behind you that is being offered to you. We have the 6 of Swords and we have the 6 of Pentacles. Very, very weird. You got 666. Pay attention for 666. Not the devil number 666, but the angel number 666. Angelic protection. Beware of angel numbers and beware of the signs there. I believe they are trying to talk to you since you did just get 666. And you actually have another 6 right there. So, I would definitely pay attention to that. I'm going to go ahead and pull from another deck as well, just to be on the safe side here, since the typo likes to give me random cards like that, where I'm like, well, I'm not sure if they want the 6 of Cups, which is all about nostalgia, or if they want the 5 of Cups, because it's a typo. All right, so I'll leave those 3 at the side there. Let's go ahead and grab these here for you. So 6 of Cups, I'm going to read you both, even though I'm pretty sure this is the 5, but it says the 6. So 6 of Cups is all about those memories, reconnection, comfort, homecoming, love, and a tenderness, okay? So there is a harmony here following your strength. Signals a time of revisiting and remembering something you've loved or cared for deeply. There's an element of nostalgia here, as this fondness you're currently feeling could be tied to old memories or relationships, perhaps brought up by a homecoming. Reach out to an old friend, reread your childhood journals, or make a playlist of songs you've loved in your younger years. You're yearning for reconnection, so you should seek it out. Who knows, if you're feeling called to dive into nostalgia, your delving might dredge up something that helps with future personal growth. It could also be just showing you how far you've come. Let's go ahead and look at the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is all about moving on, perspective, letting go, and making progress. So signals that you're ready to move forward and leave the past behind. You're more than ready to bid farewell to the negativity, toxicity, and destructive habits and environments you previously indulged in. This new mindset will help you acquire a different perspective and steer you toward better situations. Trust in your high hopes, because healing and progress are on the horizon. So I do feel like you're looking at the past a little more lovingly, a little more tender. But at the same time, you're realizing that you need to walk away from a situation. So this could be very close to something holding you back from manifesting your desires as well. So the 6 of Pentacles is all about generosity, charity. But when it's reversed, there's an imbalance of charity, a lack of resources, and a lack of reciprocity, which is why I actually feel like it most likely is in this situation here. We have this fond past, we have this nostalgia of all these wonderful, happy times, right? But when we have this imbalance, this lack of reciprocity and resource, and we choose to walk away. So I feel like that's really how it should be, the energy here. 6 of Pentacles warns of an imbalance in this financial generosity. Either you're giving too much of yourself and being taken advantage of, or you're doing the same to someone else. Remember that this is a card of justice and fairness, and once again, check in with yourself. Are you protecting your time, money, and resources? Are you paying things forward as you should? We did pull again, just to be on the safe side. There's a High Priestess energy, there's the Magician energy, and we have the Queen of Wands. The High Priestess states intuition, spirituality, the divine feminine, subconscious, and a duality. So she calls for you to follow your intuition, connect with your spirituality, and search for deeper meanings. She's a spiritual teacher and a gatekeeper of hidden information that can be deciphered by digging into your subconscious and following your gut. Pulling the High Priestess means that turning inward and focusing on your inner life will help you live with integrity and wisdom. Meditation, prayer, journaling, and the like can help deepen your connection with yourself. I do feel like you're already doing that. Just another reminder to keep doing it. The Magician is all about manifesting, which I believe is your sole purpose at this time, is just to start to manifest the life you want and desire. Power, creativity, innovation, manifestation, and resourcefulness. The Magician has the potential to bring about desired outcomes by manifesting ideas into reality. They're unconventional, creative, powerful, and adaptable, able to make magic using creative thinking and the resources available to them. If you draw this card, you have the willpower and inspiration to take what you have and make magic with it. And then we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. The Queen of Wands is all about having your self-respect, self-confidence, and a strong will. So the Queen of Wands reversed, she invites you to redirect your energies inward. You may be feeling more withdrawn or less social, and that's okay. It may be time for you to focus on yourself and recharge your self-confidence and self-respect. Perhaps you've been too much of the gadfly lately or are feeling overwhelmed with a work project. Now may be the time to pause and take a breather. So I do feel like there is a situation here that you have been struggling with. You've been putting a lot of time, you've been investing a lot of time into this. You're very committed, but there is no reciprocity. There is no payback. There is no reward for this investment here. So you're struggling with all of your self-growth and your self-worth here, and you're manifesting because you have almost like a negative entity attached to you, and you just can't seem to get it through. So that's why we have that 6 of Wands, we have that 10 of Wands, and then we're followed by yet again a little bit of a conflict, right? And then we have our 6s here, about nostalgia, about you know, a lack of reciprocity and then walking away. Even if I was to give you the 5 of Cups, again, it would be you're disappointed, you're disappointed, you're depressed about the situation, you are moving on from it though. It just takes time. You're kind of wallowing in self-pity here, but even if we went off the 5 of Cups instead of the 6 of Cups, you would still have to walk away and you would still be facing a 2 of Cups at some point. So even with that, you know, you're having to walk away. Then we have this High Priestess energy, the Divine Feminine. Sorry for the noise. We have this kind of raising into our intuition, figuring out what we need to know, going deeper into what we need in our life. And then we have this wonderful manifestation here. We are manifesting the life. You have that power, you have that creativity, you have that love, and you are going to bring it in. And especially with this Queen of Wands, it's basically just saying that you are walking away from this situation because you have the self-respect, because you know you deserve better, because you know that there is so much more waiting for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab you some Angels of Abundance to close out your reading. We'll maybe grab a couple more. I'm trying to bring my oracles back. I haven't used them in so long. So grab you some Angels of Abundance. That one already wants to go, so let's grab you the Angel Therapy there. We're going to grab you a Life Purpose, I believe. You got 2. Let's go ahead and grab you and Spirit of the Animal. There's a card over there that I missed, so let's actually grab that one. Sorry, distracted. Okay. Shuffle. Card for Pisces, please. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and grab you a Shaman. He's cute. Okay. All right. And I think, you know what? I'm going to grab you one more. I'm going to grab you The Mystical Journey. Awesome. Okay. Boot. 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 Okay. Let's go ahead and get this started. We have Organize for Success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Okay, Organize for Success, Pisces. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. God, source, creator, energy, universe, whatever you believe in. Unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Okay? Let's go ahead and grab your Angel Therapy here. We have Past Life Issue. So the situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. Okay? We have Goddess. Express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Okay? You have the High Priestess over here as well. So remember that. Goddess. Okay? Integrity. Align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. Again, stand with integrity. Set your needs, right? Let's look at your life purpose. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working, Pisces. You are on the right path. Children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Okay? So you could also be like into daycare. You could be wanting to be a school teacher. You could want to make a big difference for the world for our children. You might love having kids. You might want kids in your life again, or in general if you have not already had them. We have self-care, number 2. Very important, Pisces. You have a lot about self-care, self-respect, self-love, self-care. Self-care. Oh, no. If I was organized. So, when you draw the self-care card, it can bring up many emotions. It can be challenging to accept that you deserve a life full of abundant love and self-acceptance. And you may experience internal resistance to feeling worthy. We've already discussed this through your whole reading. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and admit your true feelings, if only to yourself, which will release your emotions and give you permission to feel what needs to be felt. So the action this card tells you to do or recommends, before you get out of bed in the morning, instead of running through a to-do list, ask yourself, what does my body need today? It may help to repeat this mantra. I deserve love. I deserve acceptance. Okay? So then we have White Stag, the protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. So you're a magician right there, okay? The White Stag. For Shaman's Dream, you actually got Joyful Muse, which is all about inspiration. He is adorable. Adorable. Joyful Muse. Joyful Muse. Number 33. You have a lot of repeating numbers too. 55, 33, 666, 6. Inspiration, the gift of play, and again, an inner child. So a lot of it might be healing your inner child as well. The Joyful Muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. You have become boring to yourself even as others continue to find you interesting. Circumstances have dulled your edge, and it's time to change. Not the things around you, but your attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror. Smile to a stranger. Wink to a child. Be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The Joyful Muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy while careful not to become frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you and invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy you perceive in areas of your life. The Joyful Muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for a play date, and he or she will help you to return to your innate innocence, the place of never been there, never done that. Even if it is the same routine you wake up to every morning. Okay? Awesome. So go ahead and focus on those. Meditate on that. Really dig deep and kind of talk to your intuition. Talk to God, source, creator, universe, whatever you believe in. Just, really meditate and think on things that you need to weed out or to focus on to change, and really bring in that positive energy back and have fun while doing it. Be grateful. Hope it resonates with you. I hope you enjoyed. If it does, remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.